Pulled out all the stops for you. Got the lighting nice and dim. This is your daily release. I'm doing a weekend special, loves. All right? I'm doing a 50 for 40 this time. Last time I did a 40 for 40. It booked me up quite a bit. I got you guys down pretty good now. Where if you start booking, you'll get your reading within, I'll start booking within 4 days. Okay, loves? So I got everybody pretty caught up. So you won't be booked too far out if you choose the book, all right? If you choose the book, the special is over at Sunday, 6 p.m., wherever you are, okay? So it's open from now till 6 p.m. This is a daily release. I'm just trying to pick up everybody's energy and see what's popping and see what you guys are going through. I see some of y'all got some devilish thoughts, huh? Y'all making some choices in y'all life. I can feel it. Big choices. Maybe you guys are thinking who's going to stay, who's going to go, and like make things official in your life. All right, daily release for Friday night. First card, 10 of Pentacles. Nice. All right, y'all. And somebody's coming in aggressively toward it. So either you guys are picking up on money, or maybe the 10 of Pentacles, this is like wish fulfillment all together, right? Let's talk about what type. So it's like when it's good, and when it's bad, it's like short. You know what I'm saying? This could be relationship-wise or money-wise. So let's see what we're talking about. All right, we're talking about a suitor, all right? Yeah, this is marriage material. The King of Pentacles, look at it. A lot of earth energy, and then some of y'all are walking away from whatever you deem is a short harvest. Injustice is the major arcana. So I feel like some of y'all are thinking to yourselves, how can I be fair to me with regards to maybe a new relationship, or maybe because clearly I'm seeing somebody is looking at somebody as marriage material or not. I feel like some of you guys are walking away from what no longer serves you. Some of you guys are just making that choice, period. I mean, I feel like those of you who broke up recently with whomever you broke up with, you guys made that point and you guys were like, okay, done. Like whatever was up in the air at one time, now a lot of you are like coming down from that breakup high, and now you guys are like checking out your other options and shit like that. So that's a good place to be, because at least you know where you stand with whomever it is that you are with. You know what I'm saying? So, given that justice is a major arcana here, I feel like this is a pivotal place for a lot of you in your life. Some of you may be ending relationships that you were in for a long time, you know? And you got this new suitor, and it looks like it's either going to be an earth sign, fire sign, or water sign. I don't see any air here yet, except for this sword in Justice's hand, okay? Some of y'all might be closing up legal matters too, regarding a breakup that you guys endured last year with that, you know, tight area that it was like, it's like an area like this, like an hourglass, and everybody had to get through this really tight spot pretty much. And the whole purpose was for everybody to learn what their value is, and how you value yourself. That was the lesson to be learned. So a lot of you are probably like, why am I attracting the same kind of dude? Why am I attracting the same kind of girls? And a lot of you guys are starting to realize why. It was because you weren't valuing yourself before. Now you know who's who and who belongs in your life and who does not. Who is stick around material? Who's really my king? Who's really, you know, who am I going to stay with and who am I going to walk away from? Because this right here is like stay with material right here. King of Pentacles is stay with material. Now, clearly there's a male on this picture, but this could go for males or females, because anybody can come up with some kingly energy, even women. And when I see the 10 of Pentacles on top of this king, that just tells me that some of y'all getting y'all money straight, some of y'all making choices with regards to your relationship, saying like this person's either not kicking in enough, or this person is not doing what they're supposed to be doing in the relationship. Some of you are saying, okay, yes, I'm going to stay because this person's doing what they're supposed to be doing. All right, they get to stick around another year. You know what I mean? Some of you guys are reconciling, some of you guys are not, because some of you guys are saying, no, the harvest is short in this relationship and I'm not going to stay in it. I'm not going to stay in it because it's short. So some of you are looking at your other options, your other suitors, right? Some of y'all are looking for marriage material and some of y'all are just looking to fuck around straight up with this Knight of Wands right here, okay? Some of y'all are looking to fuck around and some of y'all are really saying my biological clock is ticking and I'm looking for somebody to marry. So some of you guys are walking away solely for that purpose because some of you are saying, yo, I've been in this relationship too damn long and, you know, things are not developing the way they should be. So I got to be fair to myself. Justice. I got to do myself some justice and get up out this relationship because it's just some bullshit. All right? And you guys are making that tough choice. Some of you guys may have been thinking about this for a long time and not busting any moves on that. But I feel like some of you are at a point where you're ready to bust a move and say, you know what, I haven't been happy in this relationship for a long time. I've been thinking about walking away for a long time, and I'm going to walk away. I'm out because this person's not handling their business like they're supposed to. Yeah, you guys manifested this. You guys manifested a change in your life. The Magician is a major arcana, which means, like I said, this is a pivotal place for a lot of you. Justice and the Magician, you guys have been thinking to yourself, how can I be fair to myself in my relationships from this point forward? Right? And with that Magician being on top of that 10 of Pentacles, it's like completion and new starts for a lot of you. 10, if you look at it, it's 1 plus 0. So it's like a completion and a new beginning. So for those, there's a lot of people in relationships and like you guys are falling in love again. Like everything is starting to like get all springy for you guys, so to speak. Okay? A lot of you are focusing on your spirituality only, and if somebody cannot fulfill what needs to be fulfilled spiritually in a relationship, oh my God, what was that? If they cannot take care of business spiritually in the relationship, they may have all the money in the world, but if they're not doing it for you spiritually, you're not fucking with them. Some of you are saying this person is coming through financially, but like spiritually, this person's not doing shit for me. So it might make some of y'all want to step out and fuck around with somebody else who's like a good conversationalist or like taking care of business in other areas. So I'm seeing that some of y'all are like possibly got 2 lovers, some of y'all. And if you don't, this could be vice versa as well. So I would just like, you know, I don't know. Maybe I need to check some text messages because somebody's thinking about, look, 2 nights on top of each other. And this just speaks of the energy. Some of you guys are married. Some of you guys are married and are with that marriage material and you're wondering if you're going to go or if you're going to stay grounded with this person. Some of y'all thinking about walking away, I think. Because it's just too heavy a burden to stay in the relationship with the person that you're with now. Some of y'all thinking about being single. Some of y'all wondering if y'all want to stay in your current relationships. You guys don't want to cause the heartache. You don't want to be the cause of the heartache. And you know that you're going to go through the heartache by pulling the plug on the relationship. But some of you guys are just not fulfilled in your current location with your current partner. Y'all know it's going to require strength. And this is for some of y'all who did not quite pull the plug around the holidays. Maybe you didn't want to manifest this big change. Look, the Empress talks about, look, too many major arcanas popping off. I feel like there's some heavy energy around a lot of y'all people. And some of y'all went ahead and did make the choice. And you guys are just resting up right now based on the choice that you've made. A lot of you guys are going through a lot of emotional, y'all just want to break, period. You know what I'm saying? You go from the 3 to the 4 swords like real quick. Like I went through this heartache. Some of y'all ended relationships because this person was not fulfilling what they were supposed to in the relationship. Some of it doesn't have anything to do with a third party situation or anything like that. You just ended the relationship because the person was not doing it for you. Some of y'all might have been like, I've been with this person for 3-4 years. At this point, I don't want to have kids with this person. This is not somebody I see myself being with for the rest of my life. This person is like throwing some curveballs and some burdens into the mix. You know what I'm saying? This represents a burden. If you look at it, this person is like carrying too many wands. And I feel like you guys could do fine by yourself. And a lot of you guys are peeping that in the relationship. You guys are like, it's just too much of a burden for me to stay in this relationship. I have to pull the plug on it. Some of you guys manifested this change and wondering why this energy is so heavy on you to end the relationship. So for those of you thinking about ending the relationship, oh my God. For those of you thinking about ending the relationship, end it because that energy is valid. That's all I gotta say. End it because it's valid. And if you don't end it within a certain time frame, you're gonna miss your opportunity at getting with the new person. Because you have suitors that are in the area, like in your present energy, you know what I'm saying? And if you let them pass you up, you never know. Those might be the suitors that actually may want to commit to you. It's not that many people that will actually sit and commit to you and say, hey, I want to be with you like that forever. You guys might miss your opportunity for somebody who might serve you better in the long run if you don't make a decision as to who you want to be with right now. So you guys may be thinking about who you want to be with. You're trying to manifest a new start. Should I go ahead and, like, the Empress is a birth giver, okay? Should I give birth to staying in this relationship or not, or should I be single? I feel like you guys are wondering, should I be single and walk away? Should I walk away from these emotions and focus on my, look, this is the 9 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles. Are you guys not seeing like this move forward energy? You guys are being propelled to move forward. You're going from the 9 to the 10. The 9 to the 10. My voice cracked twice. I'm sorry. I'm getting that after being sick, getting my voice together. But look at that. You see how you go from the 9 to the 10? Like a lot of you guys are saying in this relationship, right? See, because look, you have the 7 here too. And I always make a correlation between the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Pentacles. Is my harvest short in this relationship or not? Look at all the Pentacles. That's why I've been doing readings for a lot of Earth energy too, because, you know, I feel a lot of Earth energy, especially with the water energy. If you're dealing with a water sign or you have some water in your chart, you guys are focusing on your spirituality and saying this person is not like a good conversationalist. Like this person is not doing it for me in certain areas. Some of you guys are just straight up bored in your relationships. And if you're bored, like I said, it's valid. You're bored for a reason. The relationship has run its course. And some of you guys are going to stay because you're just like afraid to be alone. Well, if I don't stay in this relationship, then I won't have anybody. Well, that's not true. That's not true. So you can't make any fear-based decisions, all right? Some of you guys clearly see that you're coming up short in the relationship. Coming up short in some area. Some of you are saying, well, I'm never going to be fully happy. Well, I don't believe that. I believe that you can be fully happy in a relationship. Good sex, good money, good relationship. You guys can be happy. Don't think that you can just, oh, well, you know, the sex is bomb, but this person doesn't have to provide. Or this person provides and the sex is whack. Like, no, you can have all. Don't make any fear-based choices. If you have other suitors, I would say, right, there's a right and a wrong way to go about doing stuff. If you got to separate from somebody for a while because you're talking to somebody else, it's better for you to do it that way and just be honest and say, yo, you know, I'm not really happy in this relationship. It's better than dying next to somebody, seriously. Dying next to somebody. This person looks like they're in a casket, seriously. Some of y'all are bored to death in y'all relationships. And you're not doing yourself any justice. It's like a slow damn death every damn day. Because you're not doing yourself any justice in this relationship. You're not. Your heart's breaking slowly every day in this boring ass relationship. This speaks of boredom. This speaks of like, yo, you killing me. Like, look. And so that's why in the same column, you have these suitors right here, right? And then like we have the whole area of like pushing up the hill for people who are staying in their relationships and saying, yeah, we may be going through a rough patch right now, but I'm choosing to stay with this person anyway, even if it feels like a burden. It'll go ahead and rotate back to a new beginning, back to that number 1. I'm going to manifest, you know, that this relationship is going to be my 10 of Pentacles again. So some of you guys are going through a difficult period. After that, then things will go ahead and pick back up again. And you guys, it'll feel springy again, like spring. You guys will just rekindle. And some of you guys are going to end your relationships. That's what I'm peeping. So for those of you who feel like you want to end your relationship, I think that's valid energy, and I think you should listen to yourself and your intuition, because this speaks of intuition. Look, it goes from the 1 to the 2. Y'all saw me shuffle. How are you gonna get these cards to come out like this, to where it's like major arcanas like this? 1, 2, like the numbers at the top. 1, then 2. You're manifesting a spiritual relationship with somebody. Y'all are saying it's not enough for me to be in a relationship with just this and not that. There has to be that balance where there is both, and then the scales balance out like that. That's why you have justice, and it's important. Like, this is not just something that you kind of like wonder about and shit like that. It's like serious, like, because if you don't make the decision to do yourself some justice and say, yeah, I can be in a relationship where the sex is good, the money is good, everything is good. Some people believe that, you know, in relationships everything's not all good. Well, that's the challenge. That's the challenge that keeps you busy in relationships all the time. You're going to get bored. If you are in a relationship with somebody and there's never a challenge, you're going to get bored. You guys always have to work on making sure things are balanced. Sometimes things are going to be like this, and then you're going to have to make sure you balance the scales by making, right? Sex holds things together when like the money is fucked up or whatever, right? We always want to keep the scales balanced. That's what keeps you in your relationships. That's what keeps it exciting. But if one area is like this and you're just noticing like the scale's going to tip, that's the point, okay? So if you're just bored, the scale has tipped, that's valid energy. You need to listen to it. I'm going to name this one, listen to your valid energy, all right? Listen to your intuition. Valid energy is intuition, okay? That is your energy, your spirit speaking to you, letting you know what to do spiritually in your relationship. Some of you need to end it because things are just like not working. Like that's what keeps the scales together, all right? I hope that made sense, all right? I know that that may not have been articulated very well, but I hope y'all understood it, all right? Because, you know, some of y'all are ending relationships, and some of you are deciding to stay in your relationships. And I'm trying to cover all bases because I see a lot of you are giving birth to new things, new ideas. 1, 2, 3, actually. I didn't notice that. With the shuffling that I did to get these cards out there like that, that's like 1 in a million. 1, 2, 3, like you guys are taking those steps. 1, 2, 3. So you have to listen to the beat of that drum in your relationship. Some of you have done all that you can do in the relationships that you're in. Some of you know this. Some of you have already peeped this. Like, I've done all that I could do in this particular situation with this person. Like, this person is not getting it, or this person does get it, I'm going to still work with them, or whatever. You know what I mean? Some of you have done all that you could do in your relationship, and it's over. Some of you are really realizing, okay, it's over. We're not going to get back together, and so I'm moving on. But some of you are afraid to do it because some of y'all are like, well, if I do this, then I'm going to be alone. I'm not going to be with somebody else, and that's not true because other suitors are not coming to you because you're not ending something that you need to end, and you're bored as shit in your relationship. That's the bottom line. So if you're bored as shit, right, but you're afraid of the heartache, you're going to get that rest and rejuvenation afterwards with the new suitor. They're coming, okay? But they're not going to come unless you release the old that may be burdened. You might be in a burdened relationship, right? But you don't want to go through the full heartache of ending the relationship, all right? Some of y'all are dealing with somebody that's broke as shit too. Straight up, I see that too. The person is not kicking in financially and you're doing all the work. That ain't cool either. That's not, the scales are not balanced. You're not being fair to yourself. So, all right, I think I've said all I've had to say in this reading. I don't feel like it was articulated well, but I do feel like the point was made. It's going to take strength to end a relationship. Don't stay in a relationship that you're bored as shit in because you feel like, oh, well, if I end the relationship, then I'm not going to be with nobody. That's not true. Your suitors are waiting. They're waiting for you. But if you're still all in the mix of somebody else's energy and you're still staying in a place that's like all, you know, it's all mucky and it's boring and you don't want to be in it anymore, but you're scared to end it because you feel like, oh, well, I'm staying for the kids or whatever. The kids feel that energy too, and you're not happy. They feel that shit too. When y'all get into those little drama-filled arguments, sometimes people just start arguments because they're bored as shit and they need that that exciting energy in a relationship. That's not how you get excitement, by starting arguments. You know how some people fight just to fuck? That's what I'm saying. Some people are just starting shit just to have energy in their relationship because it's like boring and things are just like the same damn shit every damn day. And some of you are trying to manifest something more spiritually fulfilling, something that is more, something that gives you both freedom and also gives you that togetherness as well. All right. Some of you are single and you're waiting for your suitors to come in. I see them coming in. They're coming in. Some of you guys feel like it's an uphill battle to find the right person. Some of you guys might have suitors and then they're not fulfilling, all areas or aspects, and you're just bored as shit. But I see that some of you are bored and you guys don't want to cause the heartache. So you just want to skip over to like, well, fuck it, I'm going to stay in this shit anyway for another year. Some of you guys are staying in relationships for another year that has run its course years ago. And when you do that, every damn year, it's just like the same shit every damn year. And I'm telling you, relationships are meant to be exciting. They're not meant to be bored as fuck. I'm going to name it that. All right, I'll talk to you guys soon. Namaste, loves. Don't forget about the special for the weekend, all right? It's $50 for 40 minutes, all right? Cash App only. Thank you. Namaste, loves.